from mushrooms or sneakers made from sugarcane. The most important activities needed right now are the words recycling, resale, rental, reuse and repair. And one company that is moving in that direction is Springfield. They've just opened an eco-conscious, sustainable concept store in city centre Murdiff. And with me now is Anuradha Dhawan, the General Manager of Ghurair Retail. Hello, Anuradha, how are you doing? First time on radio.
I'm very well, Poonam. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's certainly a delight to be talking to you today.
Well, I'm happy to have your first ever radio presentation here today with us. So when we say sustainable fashion, what does that translate when it comes to Springfield? What is sustainability to you? Is it clothes made from natural materials? Is it recycled clothing, second-hand goods? What?
Sustainability, of course, Poonam, is becoming a very powerful proposition, I believe, for every brand and every business today. For Springfield, it has been in the DNA of the brand since the very beginning, and everything that we do is centered around sustainability. That actually has been a part of the DNA of the brand and the business in so many ways, starting from the way that we source our materials to the manufacturing techniques that we use, and the store designs that we have now, particularly the one that we have just opened at City Centre Murdiff. It is a store that is centered around sustainability. Everything in that store is sustainably sourced. And of course, our materials and the garments that we offer to the customers are more and more sustainable.
So are any of your clothes made out of mushrooms like these yoga mats?
Well, you can say so. We have a very interesting collection that we call Reconsider. The Reconsider collection is 2 out of our 3 garments actually in the store are from the Reconsider collection. We use organic cotton, and when we talk about organic cotton, of course we know that organic does not use artificial fertilizers and chemicals. So that's one of the good things that is helping the quality of the materials and the garments that we do. And apart from that, it uses way less water than the traditional garments and the materials do.
It's funny, I was doing some research because obviously this market is evolving, and I saw something called Pina or Pinatex fabric, which is made from pineapples, and that's entered the sustainable fashion world as a cruelty-free, sustainable alternative to leather. And there's apple eco leather. It's made from a waste of the apple juice industry. That's pretty amazing, really, if you think about it.
I think brands are becoming more and more innovative, certainly, Poonam, about the way that they manufacture and design their products and garments. It's very important, I believe, for the businesses to use technologies that are kinder to the planet. Especially after COVID, everyone has realized that you need to step back a little bit and look at what your footprint across the planet is and how your choices are impacting the planet.
So coming from the UK, we love our bargains, right? And that hasn't changed for me at all, but I am trying to become more conscious now. But because I do know that when I'm buying cheap clothes, they're not sustainable.
Absolutely.
Right? And most of the online websites that sell them really cheap, they're not sustainable or eco-friendly, because to deliver on low price points for fast-changing styles, many fashion brands rely on fossil fuel-based synthetic materials that are cheaper and adaptable and more widely available than the natural materials.
Yes.
So if that's the case, how do eco-fashion brands stay competitive when it comes to price? Or is it impossible to do that when using natural materials?
I believe that's a choice that one has to make as a business and as a brand. Of course, it is not cheaper in any way, and that's the reason why you see more fast fashion brands. Even today, while sustainability has become the buzzword of the industry in so many ways, there are brands that are making more efforts to become sustainable, but there are very, very few brands, Poonam, today like Springfield that are centered around sustainability. So for us, it is a compelling statement. For Springfield, we say Springfield as you live, because it's better for the planet and better for you. So it's a choice that you as a consumer have to make as well on whether you want fast fashion or you want something in your wardrobe that is there to stay in a quality that you enjoy, knowing that the impact that you make on the planet is better.
But if you look at the world today, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. There's rising inflation, rising fuel costs. People can't find jobs. People are living on half of the wages they were. Electricity costs are going up. So for many, sustainable fashion is not for the everyday man or woman. It's kind of for the ones that can splurge on eco fashion. Would you say that? Or do you see a time when we will be able to get eco fashion at a lower cost for everybody one day?
That's absolutely what we do, Poonam. In fact, what you will find in Springfield are garments that can stay in your wardrobe for a long time, that last. But the fact that we are able to use lesser water, lesser energy, and lesser chemicals in the finishing process makes these garments better quality than what you would find in fast fashion. So you buy less. And one of the very interesting statements that we use as a brand and as a business is you more or less buy what you really need and not need what you want to buy.
I agree.
And that, of course, makes a lot of difference when you think about it. These are garments that are made to last.
So my sister literally shouts at me when we go shopping because she will only buy sustainable fashion and she will buy very little. She's so conscious of, child labor, animal cruelty, the planet, everything. It's a lot. She thinks more than I do, and she makes me think twice, to be honest with you. And I know that we all have to think more because you just look at the temperatures, look at the flooding.
Absolutely,
it's going to get worse if we don't. So, what are the future plans for Springfield in this eco space?
The brand has been in this eco space since I can tell you, Poonam. So for us, it is nothing new that we are doing because it is a new trend. Everything that we do as a brand and as a business is centered around sustainability, as I said. So just to give you a few examples, the brand in its native country, Spain, has been very aggressively involved in the reforestation. So for the last few years, they have planted almost over 100,000 trees in Spain, and this year there is a commitment to plant another 20,000 trees. This is something that we intend as Al Ghurair Group, which is representing the brand here in UAE, wishes to take forward as well. And there are many more such initiatives that we wish to replicate from their global initiatives and bring them to the UAE so that we can give our customers a better choice and get them engaged in our commitment towards sustainability as well.
So in the UK, we have a lot of vintage stores. I grew up and I bought a second-hand suede jacket when I was at university. And to this day, it is in such good condition. I think I got it for 60 dirhams, the equivalent of in UAE. But I remember when I first came here and people didn't really believe in buying second-hand clothes. But it is slowly growing and glowing, I should say. We still have a long way to go. So I think we're on the right track, right?
We are. Circular economy is definitely becoming the key trend now. Here as well in Dubai, as you said, or rather in UAE or across the region, this has not really been something that people looked up to or really thought is something that they would want to do because in general, the customers here tend to have a higher willingness to spend.
Yeah, and I didn't basically. And I'm still pretty conscious. But you see, I think it's like when I go back home to England, there's everybody who knows me, there's this place called Bescott Market. And anything that isn't sold at the store 6 months later, they'll sell it. And I have a great story to tell everybody. So I bought something from that market that literally probably was 20 dirhams. And I had to go on the front of Hello magazine years ago in Dubai. And they brought me I won't say the designer's name, a very expensive designer dress.
Right.
My 20 dirham dress from the market made the front cover.
Amazing.
So for me...
That's a story to tell.
Yeah, it's not always about money. It's what suits you. But I know they came from good, reputable stores.
Yes.
But now I am more conscious because of what's happening. And I think just watching the news, it's just a mess when I see what's happening on the planet, to be honest with you. It's
really
scary.
sad. I mean, I was recently in Spain for the convention of Springfield, and you cannot imagine how hot the city of Madrid was.
Yeah.
And that's when you start realizing what is happening to the world. And all of us have a role to play in this. This is the reason why we believe as a brand we have a very strong message for the customers, Poonam, because we really need to make the right choices. And in today's world, when you have so much choice to make from, it is important really to know where to go and where to shop.
Yeah, we've made a mess of the world, and now it's time to clean up that mess, human
It
beings.
really is. It
Anuradha,
really is.
thank you so much. Where can we follow some of the clothing online?
Well, we have Springfield International, which is our global website. We have stores in most of the key malls here in the region where we welcome our customers. And of course, the new sustainability-based concept store in City Center, Mirdif. It's a beautiful store that is centered around sustainability. We have a beautiful tree in the center of the store. There is a vertical wall that...
Where's the tree from?
Well, the tree we got from Spain as well.
Oh, you brought you went to Spain and brought a tree.
Because the logo of Springfield is a tree as well.
Yeah.
So the tree really reflects upon the DNA of the brand and the whole story about sustainability and the logo. And yes, the messages of sustainability are all across the store, so it delivers really the messages very clearly to the customer. So when they're really buying from us, they understand that they're not just buying a garment, but they're really doing something which is better for the planet and better for themselves.
Okay. Anuradha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Poonam.